Welcome.
Welcome to the Everything Podcast. I am your host, Chuck Manity. And in today's episode, we are going to be covering The Wrecking Crew. So what I'll do, as usual, I will give you a bit of information about it, maybe some suggestions as far as movies go, with the actors that are in this, and then, we'll watch a trailer and I'll give you my thoughts. So without any further ado, let's get into it. So, The Wrecking Crew is an upcoming American buddy cop action comedy film directed by Angel Manuel Soto and written by Jonathan Tropper. Two half-brothers, a loose cannon cop and a disciplined Navy SEAL must work together to unravel a conspiracy behind their father's murder in Hawaii. As far as the cast is concerned, so this is quite a cool cast actually, we have Jason Momoa. So Jason Momoa obviously being Aquaman and so on. He's been in Dune, Fast X, and a Minecraft movie. I actually quite enjoyed his Fast X portrayal. Very like unhinged and so on. Bit creepy, but unhinged. But if you haven't seen all the Fast movies, definitely go give those a watch. And then we have Dave Bautista. So yeah, he's been in a bunch of stuff. The MCU, he was obviously Drax. So that's Guardians of the Galaxy. Really enjoyed that character. He was also in Dune. He was Revan. And he was in Blade Runner 2049 and Glass Onion, A Knives Out Mystery. There's a third one. I don't know if that's the first one. Yeah. But anyway, there's a third one of that, which is really good. So if you haven't checked that out, I might have mentioned it before, where there's only two. I was hoping they stuck the landing, and I thought it was pretty decent. Knock at the Cabin, also really, really good if you haven't seen that. Bit of a thriller type vibe. Then we have, I hope I'm saying this right, Claes Bang. But anyway, so he's actually a Danish actor. A lot of like theatre work and so on, obviously early days or whatever the case is. The Girl in the Spider's Web, that's something that's relatively or bigger. And then obviously Wrecking Crew. What else is it? There we go. The Northman, that was also pretty cool. And then we have Temuera Morrison, and he's actually been in the Book of Boba Fett, Mandalorian. A lot of Star Wars stuff that he's been in, as well as Aquaman and The Flash. He's been in quite a few different movies there. Barbed Wire, and this is not, I'm not saying this is a great movie by any stretch of the imagination, but maybe worth the watch. Just to see like what real quirky action looks like. It is honestly one of the most ridiculous movies I've ever seen, but it's definitely worth the watch. Speed 2, he's in that. That obviously nowhere near as good as the first one, but there was a decent sequel to it. Maybe a bit more underrated than it should have been. And then 6 Days, 7 Nights. I really enjoyed that one. So if you haven't seen that, I would say that's the best one out of those. 6 Days, 7 Nights. Go check that out. Jacob Batalon, of course, the best friend of Peter Parker. So yeah, he's been in a lot of MCU stuff. And then he was actually in a dramedy series. Is that how you say it? He was Reginald the Vampire. So yeah, but all the Spider-Man stuff, of course, I would imagine everyone here who is listening to this channel has seen that. Then we have Stephen Root. So King of the Hill, he did a lot of, well, he did the voiceover Bill and Buck in King of the Hill. So if you haven't seen that, I would highly recommend that. Very, very good. Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? That was also pretty cool. Dodgeball, I would say that's my favorite movie that he's in. You don't get comedies like that anymore, unfortunately. Comedy's in a very, very weird space at the moment, but for me, Dodgeball is one of the good ones, like really, really funny. They say the most outlandish stuff that you could never get away with these days, but that's the fun of it. That's what comedy's supposed to be. So like Tropic Thunder, if you haven't seen that, I would definitely go and check that out as well. And then last but not least, it's probably Marina Baccarin. Yeah, of course, everyone knows her mostly, I would say, from Deadpool. So she is Deadpool's love interest and so on. Like very, very odd movies that she's done. Like, it's, when I say odd, I don't mean bad. I just like, it's a very, very specific sect, I would say, of the type of stuff that she did. But I would say Deadpool's a standout out of that. Apparently she's actually going to be doing something, I don't know for definite, but Masters of the Universe, she might actually be the sorceress, try to say that 5 times fast, of Castle Grayskull. So yeah, but that's the cast and some of my suggestions. But without any further ado, let's check out the trailer for The Wrecking Crew.
This doesn't happen here every day. I can't have two guys who look like they eat steroid pancakes for breakfast, turning my island into Beirut! Detective, that is uncalled for. Are you gaslighting us? You want to tell me why the Yakuza want you dead? You have to ask them. Yakuza? That's who that was? You blew up my car.
I blew up their car and then it landed on yours.
They just blew up your car. You just stir up trouble. That's what you do.
That's what I do because I'm a cop.
Not here, you're not. Our father was murdered. Was it hit and run? I don't think so.
Whoa! They tried to kill me.
Sword fight. Well, this should be fun.
Yeah, I'm pumped. We gotta find out who killed him.
I guarantee you'll end up poking a bear that doesn't want to be poked. Take my word for it when I tell you that I'm the bear.
Ninjas on bikes.
That's talking more shooting. You got fat. You got old.
So, you two been chasing murderers in a minivan?
Yeah, he blew up my other car.
Yeah,
That's not what happened.
surprised me at all.
Literally what happened.
No, it's not.
We belong together.
Okay, split up. You guys look like The Rock screwed himself and had twins.
And that was the trailer for The Wrecking Crew. So high octane, lots of action, lot of jokes, like that buddy cop kind of vibe. So that would be in the line of probably something like Die Hard 3, Rush Hour, Lethal Weapon, that kind of stuff. These two pairing up, however, had me excited. So that's kind of why I was jumping at the opportunity to talk about this because, the two of them together, I want to see the dynamics, and it's actually worked really nicely. I'm sure you'd agree with me after watching the trailer. I mean, you see the intro, they're causing absolute chaos, which very much reminds me of the intro of Rush Hour with Chris Tucker busy blowing up half of LA. And then, the police chief being angry, typical, and then telling them that they look like, guys who eat steroid pancakes and, all of that kind of stuff. Yeah, basically saying that they've turned his island into like a war zone and fighting the Yakuza, and, he's like, who was it? Yeah, Jason Momoa's character goes, was that the Yakuza? The Yakuza? And he's like pretending he doesn't know how to say it. So yeah, I thought it was very funny. But it looks like there'll be some serious parts as well. Obviously this is them looking for, the person who, because it looks like it was an accident, in quotes, an accident, like a hit and run, but they believe it's something a little bit more sinister than that. So like the nice visuals, nice cinematography. It seems like it won't be just comedy all over the place. But I like that it does have that. This definitely, like, buddy cops need it. It can't just be this serious thing, because it wouldn't really, from the look of it, wouldn't really suit what this movie's presenting. So it would just, I don't know, just play off weird. But Jason Momoa's little sword fight comment as well had me laughing a little bit. Like he's trying to drink a beer and this guy sort of like throws a sword at him mid-beer. And he doesn't look very happy about it, let's just say that. But it looks like, I like the aesthetic, the way they dress, like the types of bikes they're using, the types of ammunition they're using. So it looks like it has a lot of like that older feel, like bringing back some of the older action vibes, and the chases, obviously with the cinematography technology and CGI and whatever we have today can make it look insane. But you can see it's a nice mix of actual shot scenes to, like what needs a little bit of CG. So it's definitely like on the what's the word for it? It's like on the ground, like kind of stuff, and the set building and all that sort of stuff is properly done. It's not just green screen, which can get annoying because you do notice it, and if it's overplayed, then like it just looks, I don't know, it just looks terrible eventually, because it's just way too much to put into just the background. But yeah, just to close off, it's funny with the little helicopter scene, everyone's kind of fighting and shooting and whatever. They go under the bridge and they're not even sitting in the same seats that they were, and they just put on their seatbelts. I love that. That was so awesome. I thought it was very funny. And the little chirp at the end from Jacob, what's his name? Jacob Batalon. Is that how you say it? Batalon? But anyway, like that little comment from him to Jason Momoa and Dave Bautista, he's like, it looks like The Rock had made two rocks had made one babe or two babies, and it was them. He obviously said it in a lot more of a vulgar way, I guess. So I'm trying to keep the channel PG. But yes, he looked like The Rock had a baby and it was these two. So yeah, lots to talk about. It was very jumbled because I'm kind of collecting my thoughts as I was going through it. And I don't want to forget anything that I kind of thought was cool about the trailer. So they in like a little 2-minute 30 trailer, there's so much to talk about and be excited about. So this does look good. This is the type of movie that I can get excited about 100%. Very, very much down my alley. So but it's not just about me, it's about you too. So let me know what your thoughts were in the comments below. Let me know if you're excited to see this movie. And please do show us some love by liking, sharing, and subscribing. But that is it for the Everything Podcast, and we will see you in the next one. Goodbye.